start off, I'm going to use the Vapor Organic Beauty Stratus Soft Focus Primer, and I love this because it's a 3-in-1. It moisturizes, it primes, and it's also a no color foundation, which means you can just use it as is with no foundation over it. So this makes your skin look matte, and it's also a satin finish, which just makes your skin look really nice without having to wear a lot of makeup. So I'm just going to use a pea-size amount, just like that, and I'm just going to apply it everywhere on my forehead. And usually I like to put it just where I get oily and where I think my pores look the biggest, but I mean, you can put it all over your face as well. It smells so good. Okay, now we're gonna go in with New Evolution, and this is their complete coverage foundation, and I'm in the color 102. What's amazing about this foundation is that it is hydrating, it has an age-defying formula, and it's also long-lasting, which means you can just have it on all day, and it's working on your skin to help you look younger. And I wish all foundations worked like this one does. So this one is definitely a good one if you're in the market for something that's long-lasting and has full coverage. So I'm just gonna start with a full pump on my brush, and I'm just gonna start painting my face with it, and then I'm gonna blend it out with my beauty sponge. I feel like it just blends flawlessly on my skin. I don't have to do a lot of blending with it, which is fantastic. And I think it also works really well with the primer. So now I'm just gonna take my beauty sponge and I'm going to pounce that in. So what I love about the foundation as well, now that I put it on my face, it's actually really mattifying, so I don't need to add a lot of powders. It's dry to touch, it's not sticky, and it feels like I don't have a lot of makeup on. So I'm using the Well People BioCorrect Concealer in the color medium, and I love this concealer so much because it actually helps improve your skin texture. It brightens and it depuffs. So it's not like other concealers where it's just covering up any dark circles or imperfections you may have under your eyes or around your face. It's actually helping to improve your skin. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on my hand, like a little dot. And the good thing about this concealer is that it's a full coverage concealer, so I don't need too much. And I'm just gonna go in with a concealer brush, and I'm going to put it exactly under my eye. And whatever's left on the brush, I'm just gonna put it on my lids to cancel out any discoloration. So now I'm just gonna take my beauty sponge and I'm gonna start blending. And the good thing about this concealer is that you don't really have to blend a lot. It doesn't take a lot of pressure to blend, especially if you're using a beauty sponge. So I'm using the Well People Bio Brightener Invisible Powder, and this is Universal Glow. And I love it because it's natural, and it's also gonna help my makeup last. It gives me a radiant focus, and it helps blur any fine lines. So I like using it underneath my eyes and just a little bit on my T-zone. So I'm just gonna put some into the lid. Oh, that's too much. And I'm just going to grab a little brush. You can use any brush really, as long as it's something tapered, it's easier to apply under the eye. So I'm just pushing it into the skin rather than swiping. And I'm also gonna take it around the eye. And it just brightens so much, you can already see the difference. To contour or just to tan my face up a little bit, I'm going to use the Bio Bronzer Powder in Natural Tan. So this powder is actually award-winning, and it's also good because it cancels out any redness in the skin, and it's just a really nice natural contour color. So I'm just gonna tap a little bit into the lid. So I'm just going to swirl it in the lid and catch enough product, and then I'm just gonna tap it just to release any excess, and then I'm just gonna go into the contour areas of my face. I really love this powder, especially because it cancels out any redness. So if you have any blemishes or pimples underneath, it's really gonna cancel that coloring out. And I love it because it just looks so natural. I don't even have to put a lot because it's really pigmented. So I'm just gonna take whatever's left over on the lid and I'm just going to contour my nose just a little bit. And I'm just gonna go up the sides of my nose. This gives the most natural nose contour ever. I don't have to really blend it out afterwards. It just does such a good job of contouring without having to blend out too much or use more product on top. I just take my finger and I just start tapping the sides, and that's it. And there you go, your natural nose contour. So I'm using the Eco Brow Defining Wax in the color Dark Brunette, and what I love about this is that there are no red tones in it, which I really have a hard time finding a powder or a pomade that doesn't have any red tones in it, so that it matches really well with my skin tone and my hair color. So this wax is actually 100% natural, and it's nice because it has vitamin E oil in it, which is great for the skin. And first I'm just going to brush out my eyebrow. And I'm just gonna go in with the angled brush and I'm just gonna start doing tiny little strokes. And I start where I have the least amount of hair or where I have the biggest gaps, and then I go from there. So I'm not starting from one end to the other end. I'm just starting in the middle, and I'm just gonna shade in lightly everywhere else. What's great about it is that it's really buildable, so you can definitely do more of a dramatic type of brow as well if you wish so. So now I'm going with the eyes, and I'm going to use the Vapor Murmur Eye Palette, and this is in the color Seduce, Ace, and Stealth. What I love about this palette is that it's got a good range of colors, and it's suitable for a lot of skin tones, and it's also their best selling colors. So I love that they put all of their best selling colors in one compact to-go palette, which is easy to travel with. They're also very creamy, so you can use them as a primer or just on their own. So I'm going to go in with the mauve shade and just with a flat brush. So I'm using the color in the inner corner, the inner third of my eye. And then for the middle, I'm going to use the grayer shade. So I'm just gonna do my second eye right now. So now I'm gonna go in with the gray shade, and I'm just gonna put that on the same brush. Definitely clean the brush in between uses, just so you don't have a blend of colors. So now I'm gonna place the gray shadow just on the center part of my lid. So now I'm going to go in with the color Stealth, and I'm going to place this on the outer V of my eye. So now I'm going to take this tapered brush, and I'm just going to go in with the color Ace again, and I'm just going to work it into my crease. And to finish off the look, I'm going to use Satin Matte Eyeshadow in the color Bramble, and this is from Alima Pure. And this is a very easy to blend powder, and it's very matte, which I want for the look. And I'm just going to pour some out into the lid, and I'm just going to take a bigger blending brush, and I'm just going to swirl it around in the cap, and I'm going to place it on my crease. I love this color so much. I think it goes so well with this palette from Vapor. It's like they were made for each other. So for my eyeliner at the top, I'm going to use the Vapor Organic Beauty Mesmerizing Eyeliner in the color Viper. And what I love about this is that it's double-ended, so it comes with a little sponge at the ends to help you smudge the eyeliner. So I'm just going to place it on the top lash. And I'm going to wing it out a little bit, so I'm just going to take the end of my concealer brush and I'm going to place it right where I want the wing to lie. And I'm just going to draw it on, and it's just so much easier, and it gives you a perfect wing liner every time. I'm also going to place it on my tight line. So now I'm going to go back into the Alima eyeshadow, and I'm just going to take a pencil brush and I'm going to just smoke out the lower lash a little bit more. So for mascara, I'm going to use the Well People Pro Purple mascara, and check out the color. It's just so incredible. I love it. It's not like an intense dark purple. It's like a magenta purple, which goes well with brown eyes and green eyes. I think it looks amazing, and it doesn't look like that fake purple. It's actually very wearable. So I love it because it's a paddle brush and it gets in there and it gets those fine thin hairs really well and separates them and coats them well. And it's also nice because it nourishes the hair follicles naturally with botanicals, and that's awesome. I don't think any other mascara can do that. So let's try it out. This color is beautiful. So what I love about it too is that you can get in really close to your tight line and it's not going to bother you at all because the paddle brush is also made to get into the tight line area. Oh my god, I love it so much! It's such a fun color and it doesn't look like that fake purple because I've used those. Sorry, there's a huge bus passing right now. I've used those purple mascaras from like really cheap drugstore brands that are not good for you, and the color just isn't like this. I think it's so stunning. I really like it because it also brings out the green in my eye as well. I'm just so in love with this mascara. I think it looks amazing. I think it completely made the eye look. It really tied it all together so well. Okay, so moving on. I am using the mineral blush from Lily and Lalo, and this is in the color Surfer Girl, and what I love about this is that it's award-winning and it's also a matte color and it stays on all day. It's also non-comedogenic, which just means it's not going to clog your pores, and it's also 100% natural. So I have some in the lid, and I'm just going to take my brush and I'm just going to swirl it around and tap any excess off. Oh, so pretty. Is that enough? I love it. I just want to put more on. And I love that the container comes with a little twist cap in it, so there's no fallout, there's no spill. You just twist it and it just keeps the powder pressed down. So I'm just gonna go in with the blender and I'm just gonna tap that into the skin. So I'm gonna give you guys two options for the lips, and the first one is gonna be Atlas from Ilia, and this is their multi-use stick. You can use it as a blush, you can use it as lipstick, as eyeshadow, blush, I already said that. So this is the first lipstick look. And for the second lip look, I'm going to use the same brand, Ilia, and this is the Inkpot Lipstick. Oh my god, this color is incredible. It's like a purple color and it matches really well with the mascara. That the tip is so fine and thin, you can just turn it around so that the tip is at the bottom, and you can go in and really define the edges of the lips. And this is the second lip color. I love it so much. I think it's so fun. So make sure you don't have lipstick on your teeth before you leave or take a picture or whatever it is you're planning on doing. I love this look so much. I love how it turned out. I love that all of these products are safe. They don't cause me any allergies, and they all look amazing. They're pigmented, you can get a full face, you can do any dramatic look, you can do any daytime look, and the Murmur palette is definitely good for that because you can definitely take it from day to night rather quickly. Definitely check out safeandchic.com where you can purchase all of these amazing products, and you can use the code Esther10 for a nice discount. You can also follow them on Instagram at safeandchic and keep updated with any sales they might have on their website. You can also follow me at Esther Hidon on Instagram and check out my website at estherhidon.com just to learn a little bit more about me and check out more of my reviews on Safe and Chic products and any other products. And if you haven't subscribed already, please, you can subscribe now at that little red button down there. And for another video, my name is Esther, and I will see you guys in the next one.